Bed Bath & Beyond comes out and says they're not going to be expanding in the state of California. Rob, I think this is the post video, right?
This is not pre. No, this is the pre. This is the
perfect.
announcement.
Play the pre. Cool. Fantastic. Thank you for doing that. Go ahead. Watch this, folks.
Made the decision to not open in the state of California. And while it was a big place for business in the past for Bed Bath & Beyond, it's just too cost prohibitive. At some point, some business needs to take a stand and remind the state of California that while they keep reminding us that they're the fourth largest economy in the world,
thank you.
That's going to dissipate over time.
Thank you. And by the way, you know what Newsom says? I thought Bed Bath & Beyond filed bankruptcy. Oh, there's another one by him, but let me read this as well. After their bankruptcy and closure of every store, like most Americans, we thought Bed Bath & Beyond no longer existed. We wish them well in their efforts to become relevant again as they try to open a second store. Now, he was a little bit more direct than that. So Marcus Lemonis, when you think about him, he had a show. What was it called? The Prophet or something? I think it was called The Prophet.
The Prophet.
He's actually very good. He's very good at what he does.
CNBC.
Very fair. You know, we had an exchange once on X, and then I don't know what happened afterwards, but he actually has a lot of good things to say here. Rob, if you want to play this clip on him reacting to what Newsom said to him, go for it.
Well, I think the thing that was really surprising to me is that I tried to articulate in a non-aggressive way exactly why our company wasn't going to reinvest capital in California. And what I found out this afternoon is that Governor Newsom has enough time to respond to a tweet as opposed to a private DM or having somebody reach out to remind everybody in America that in 2023, before we bought the intellectual property, that the company went out of business. We all know that Bed Bath went out of business a few years ago. Now we're trying to make a comeback. And I would think that a governor would want to attract investment, attract capital into the state. In fact, he did the opposite. He rejected it. It's a very simple model for me. As a capitalist myself, I want to do business in all 50 states, and I want to do business with all people of all political parties. That's part of being a capitalist. But what I don't want to do is put my shareholders, my employees, and myself in a situation where we're regulated to a zero. And we don't want to spend $100 million coming into California and then find out that the state's going to take it all and waste it all.
Sounds reasonable. Sounds fair. Sounds like common sense. Tom, your thoughts?
Well, it is common sense and it is reasonable. And he was being fair about it. He was saying, you know, words talk, numbers scream. The regulatory environment and these taxes and this and this and this is making it tough for us to make a comeback. And I don't think Gavin Newsom was 100% briefed on this. Because if he was fully briefed after their bankruptcy and closure of every store, we thought they no longer existed. You know, I don't know if he understands that this is a comeback. I don't know if he understands that this is jobs to come back. Because if I was a governor, you know, why would I say something like that unless maybe I just take my economy for granted, or I really don't care, or I've just got other motives and other things that I'm planning. I hope Marcus and them who are taking the intellectual property, and what he means by that, he's taking their brand and he's trying to make a comeback and to do so in a way that would make it a profitable enterprise. And he's being very reasonable about it. And the comment by the governor, I just don't think that's a good comment. Maybe it's coming from, you know, that the group of social media people that don't look like they are operators and run businesses. No. I'm not going to pick on what they look like. I'm just saying, are they operators? Do they run businesses? Oh, this guy said something about California. We have to punch back. That's what it kind of feels like. And so Gavin Newsom dutifully goes out and punches back when he should be lending a hand up. And you know who lends hands up? Guys like Greg Abbott, guys like Ron DeSantis. They're like, really? You want to make a comeback and get jobs here? How can we work together on this? How can I get Jimmy Petronas, the CFO, to talk to you and help you here in the state of Florida? How do I get Economic Development Commission to maybe give you a hand? And where are you going to put your warehouses? Where are you going to put jobs? You know, have you looked at some of our areas that have got plenty of people and where you could put warehouses in place to help you out? What do we want to do together? Instead, this is, oh man, I thought you died. That just to me seems so kind of tin ear and deaf.
And it's those, but Tom, it's though, like we just showed, like that's not even Gavin Newsom. It's that team of people having that freaking attitude. And like
I'm crediting that.
You're
I'm saying maybe he
you're
just
right.
reposted what they did.
You're going to a good place. Please keep going with what you're saying, Vinny.
So what I'm saying is that's not you. And you nailed it when you're like, he's like, when you guys are both like, he's wishy-washy chameleon. Now you hire this PR team, whatever the hell they're called, to have this attitude of like this, you're going against the system. You're not going against Trump. This is a guy that has a freaking company, bro. That Bed Bath & Beyond, I would go there almost every other week for buying stuff for my freaking apartment in LA. And you're number one in unemployment. Now you're losing another freaking company. People are leaving your state. Companies now are leaving your state. And it's like, what are you doing? Can anybody name one thing that's honestly, and I'm being dead serious, what's one positive thing that the governor is doing to California? Anybody? Bueller? Anybody? Nothing is going right. Nothing is going right. And you mean to tell me this guy is the front runner for the president of the Democratic Party? But guys, when and I'm not being that guy.
Easy, I don't think he's there yet, but.
No, Tom, okay, if you guys had to pick right now, who the Democratic Party, besides you saying J.B. Pritzker? Well, it's J.B. and who?
Let me tell you, Gavin Newsom's going to be on stage with all the rest starting the primaries, but J.B. Pritzker is the one that's got the support of the machine. And so you always got to wait. Remember, you have all this buzz, all these things. Mike Huckabee all of a sudden was knighted that he was going to be the candidate. And then one state later, one election later, it's like, oh, well, maybe in your zone you are. I want to see Gavin Newsom in a primary that is somewhere east of Reno.
Yeah. No,
I don't think he's going to play very well.
But here's how this works. Let me tell you how this works. You know, people see a guy and they try to be like him. There's only one guy that was able to be like Mike. His name was Kobe Bryant. He's no longer with us. Okay, he was fantastic to watch. Everybody else tried to be like Mike. There was only one guy that was like Mike. Okay. You know, when you think about Rodman, there was only one Rodman. A lot of people try to be a Rodman. But there's literally only one Rodman. Rodman would average 2 points a game and 19 rebounds a game. Yeah. He really didn't like to score. It's only one Rodman. He was weird, bless you. Just a different type of guy, right? You know, there's only one Trump. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to try to be Trumps. Trump, trust me, there's a lot of guys that are trying to be that guy. But, you know, the difference is he's actually trying to broker deals, and he understands black people. He understands business owners. He understands what people who are pro-Israel and what people are anti-Israel. He understands both of their arguments and say, I don't know why. I get it. Hey, he's starting to be a little bit too much. Why are they doing this? He understands, but he tries to understand both sides, and then he pushes his agenda. I'm not telling you he's going to support you, but he at least sits there and tries to understand. You talk to small business owners like you're above business owners, Gavin. You're not above business owners. You talk to business owners as if they need you. They don't need you. You need voters. Voters don't need you. See, for us, we run a business. Last night, we had 7 people that flew in a private jet. They flew in here, business, walked through. They did their meeting. They left. And then last night on the way home, I stopped by the cigar lounge and I see them outside. They're doing a video and I just pull up. And like, oh, shoot, the guy, wait, what? We're not, oh my God. And I'm talking to them, right? I'm just having a conversation with them. And he says, you know what? We've been to a lot of businesses. Everybody here at Valuetainment treats us royally. Everybody. I said, you know what's funny when you say that? So do you know why? I said, because since I was 24, 25 years old, I demanded good treatment of me. I wanted it, but I was a nobody. And so to get that kind of treatment, guess what you got to do? You have to work your ass off to be somebody to get that kind of treatment. You got to pay for it because high quality service costs money. You want to go to Ritz? High quality service. You want to go to Motel 6? $49 a night. Pick and choose. You ain't getting no service at Motel 6. You want high service? Go to a 3 Michelin star restaurant. You should demand high service. Go to Le Louis. Go to some of these big restaurants. You go to McDonald's expecting a 5-star service, you're a fool. Now, In-N-Out figured out a way how to do it. Chick-fil-A figured out how to do it. They did very well. Yesterday, one of our clients who runs a Chick-fil-A, he's an owner of Chick-fil-A, been with the organization 15 years, but he's been an owner for about a year and a half. One Chick-fil-A restaurant of his does $16 million a year.
16?
One restaurant does $16 million a year, right?
Damn.
But it's what? Treatment. Newsom doesn't treat business owners right. If I ever had the itch of, like, there's a part of me that's like, just drop the whole thing and go for a run for governor in California. Zero chance I'm doing it. So don't connect me. I'd save your money. Yeah. Zero chance I'm doing it. But if I ever did and I wanted to go back, just the freaking itch that I got to go and say, here's what we're going to be doing. Dude, we would bring so many businesses back with a handful of policies. We would bring so many businesses back with a handful of policies. But unfortunately, this guy's got no appreciation for small business owners. Adam.
I fully agree with you. I mean, this is why America is so sick of politicians. This is why everyone you talk to is like, I just want a business owner. I want a businessman in the Oval Office. I want someone who actually has done something before to lead this country or to lead my state or to lead my community here, not just some politician. Because in business, we all know that if your product sucks, you go out of business. If your policies suck, like Gavin Newsom, you'll get reelected. No problem. The difference is in business, and I learned this being around Valuetainment and BDC every single day, is a business owner will put their own money on the line, and if it doesn't work, they're out of business. A politician will take your money and tax your money. No problem. It's not their money. We have $37 trillion in debt, and we're talking about nonsense every day. I actually totally respect Marjorie Taylor Greene. Yes, MTG. She went on Megyn Kelly the other day, and I totally understood what she was coming from, because she's like, from a business perspective, stop spending all this money on other things that don't focus on the American people. I was like, I agree. I totally agree. In business, it comes down to results. In politics, it just comes down to broken promises. And that's what's going on here. By the way, Marcus Lemonis, little fun fact, he's going to be a billionaire if he's not a billionaire already. I had the opportunity to speak with him on stage a couple of years ago. My friend Melissa was putting on an event here in Miami, Epic Talks. He was the keynote speaker, and I spoke right before him, and I gave a speech about the key to success is what I call the 3 R's: relationships, reputation, and revenue. Relationships matter, obviously, whether it's relationships, friendships, partnerships, reputation. Your reputation precedes you. Before you walk in the door, your reputation is what it is. And at the end of the day, revenue, if you're not making money, what's the point of doing this? He gets up there, he goes, yeah, nice speech, that's great, and gives an hour speech about the importance of relationships. If you've ever watched his show, The Prophet, Marco Simone, shout out to you, he's getting his hands dirty. He's in there, he's talking about people, he's giving people hugs. Relationships. This guy would be a great politician. He's like the anti-Gavin Newsom, because he's actually done it before. So
Awesome.
Respect to him.
You can officially go to the PBD Podcast Circle on Monect, and you have the option of having 3 different categories. Category 1, you simply get to get the notes for free. You don't pay for it. It's tier number 1. Tier 2, if you want to be able to comment and post, certain things in there, you can go to tier 2. Tier 3 is something that you can post videos. You get a bunch of other added benefits for tier 3. But for some of you guys that want the notes that we're going through, it's free now officially for you. Go to Monect Circle PBD Podcast, find it, download the app, go to it. Every single time we do the podcast, you get the notes. You can follow through with us while we're going through all these notes, the addendum, the stories, and some of the stuff that we don't even cover for free. So download Monect, go to PBD Podcast Circle. You choose to do freemium or comment or videos, totally up to you. You'll at least get the notes. Next, a lot of you guys were asking about, we hadn't done a new series of signing the books, schedule, craziness, call it whatever you want to call it. The team came, sat me down. I signed hundreds of books. And here's what we're doing today, as well as the new signed books with the new Valuetainment red hats that we got signed here. Anybody that orders the Valuetainment red hats, you're getting a free keychain. We got 2 of them right there. One is home team. One is myself. Go ahead and get them. They're signed, limited edition for these. These are not a lot of them. You can get these signed hats that'll be sent over to you. The first 5 that order the signed copies of either your next 5 moves or choose your enemies wisely, the sales team will contact you. You'll be able to tell us what name you want us to write it out to with a special note instead of just a signature. The first 5 that place an order, it'll be made out to you. Pick and choose, order the book. We will personalize it to you, but it's the first 5 orders. So go to vtmerch.com, place your order, and I think when you order the books, you get 4
bookmarks.
Bookmarks.
For
you
each
get
book.
all those 4 bookmarks
Yep,
that'll be sent to you as well. And the hat, the free keychain, Future Looks Bright, sick keychain. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.